Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Breaking news out of Highland Park right now with firefighters on the scene of a townhouse fire that is threatening an entire block. Off the top at 11, that fire started when a driver lost control and slammed into the building.
Evacuations are now underway. That fire is near the intersection of Manchester and 2nd. That's where our Mara McDonald is live. And Mara, this is a very big scene there.
Well, Kimberly, let me show you. If you take a look behind me, you can see where this gas line has ruptured, which has been the source of this fire. Let me give you an idea of how this started. I'm standing in the parking lot of a mid-rise apartment building. You can see we've got DTE, police all over the place here. What witnesses are saying is that a man driving a van was in this parking lot and for some reason accelerated and then flew over the berm there and right into that building. Let me show you. That's what appears to be left of the van that caused the blaze that is engulfing these townhouses.
And it looked like somebody ran into the side of a townhouse, and this thing I heard on my balcony, boom, and it just took control.
Everybody push back, there's a gas line. There's a gas line, back up.
The fire was immediate and roiled through the building instantly. Highland Park Fire and Police are out here.
Oh my God, and to see a car down there though. They said the car, somebody lost control. Yep. Oh my God.
Right now, it's unclear why this van ended up in the building. They're not sure if the driver had a medical emergency or whether this was something else. Back here live, I just spoke with Highland Park Mayor Hubert Yop just moments ago over where that gas line has exploded. He tells me that when his police and fire got out here, the man inside that van was still alive but was on fire. Fire department personnel pulled him out. He's at the hospital in an unknown condition. Then Detroit Fire, Hamtramck Fire got out here to assist, and they cleared all these people out of these townhouses, and as far as they know, nobody else has been hurt, but they're waiting to get the gas handled and do some further investigation. We're live in Highland Park tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Incredible scene. Okay, Mara, thank you. Well, it was a bit of a wet start to the weekend, and more showers are on the way.
Ben is also tracking a bit of a storm threat for tomorrow. Ben?
Yeah, it's the least of our concerns, guys, but I think on the leading edge of what's to come here on Saturday, we're going to have to watch out for the possibility of a strong storm. But again, like we've had in the last 2 days, it's a marginal risk, so it's not a slam dunk. Stuff tonight was more missed than hit, but there were some thunderstorms out there. None of them got to severe limits, thank goodness, and we're done with it now. We've been dropped from the severe risk. Maybe see a couple sprinkles there coming out of Hillsdale County, but that's about it. You can see what's coming tomorrow already taking shape down to the south there across the Ohio and Mississippi Valley. A lot of moisture rolling in here, and it will get started with us tomorrow night, but we'll spend the first part of the day dry, and then about 4 or 5 o'clock, that's when the wall of water starts to come in, and we're looking at heavy rain that's going to take us through the nighttime hours right up until about daybreak on Sunday. We get a little bit of a break and then more rain as we head through the second half of Sunday. Temperatures are going down, 73 tomorrow, 61 on Sunday, but it gets even cooler in the 7-day forecast. We'll check that out for you, and even more rain chances in just a few minutes. Guys?
All right, Ben. New video tonight showing the moments Royal Oak police officers pull a 74-year-old woman from a burning home.
Jason Colthorpe is in Royal Oak with the life-saving actions of those officers.
When Royal Oak police officers arrived here Wednesday night around 9 o'clock, they found flames shooting from the bottom of the house, presumably from a crawl space where the fire may have began. You can see the damage it's left behind. They quickly learned someone was still inside.
Is there anyone else inside? Yeah. There's still someone in there? Wife is inside. Your wife? Where's she at?
The 81-year-old homeowner has gotten out, but his 74-year-old wife is still inside. One officer tries the front door, but can't get in.
How else can I get to her?
Let's check the back door. Where's the back?
Where's the back door? There's 7. There's still someone inside the house filled with smoke, trying to find a way to get her out.
He then hustles to the side of the house. Another officer kicks in the door but doesn't realize the woman has collapsed on the other side of it.
Possibly by the front door.
It's too smoky, bro. Let's get the fire department.
That's where the fire is and all the smoke is. Police department! She's right here, Francis! Ma'am!
Pull. Let her.
Then, battling the smoke, they pull the woman out of the house and to the grass.
Give me a little exit. All right, I got it. Got it. Okay, now grab the guy in the torso. Grab the torso out. Grab the torso out. Go. All right, let's go. Let's go.
They then start first aid until the ambulance arrives.
Grass, turn on our side. Got a bunch of fluid. Okay. Recovery position. Turn on our side. Turn.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
From there, she was rushed to the hospital, and that's where she remains tonight. And I wish I had a better update, but she is in serious but stable condition. Still just incredible work by these police officers to pull her out of that burning and smoke-filled house. We're in Royal Oak tonight. Jason Colper, Local 4.
We all need to go above and beyond the rules we already have in place. We all have to step up our game for the next 2 weeks to bring down rising cases.
With cases continuing to surge across the state, Governor Whitmer requesting but not mandating new COVID restrictions.
It comes as the state has already surpassed the 3,000 hospitalizations that she used to justify a pause back in the fall to save lives, a pause that lasted for weeks. Dr. Janae Caldoun today saying 15.2% of hospital beds across the state are now being used to care for COVID patients. In order to ease that burden, the governor is asking for 3 big changes over the course of the next 14 days. She wants high schools to return to remote learning for that time period, also for schools to suspend youth sports, including both games and practices. And the governor is also asking people to avoid indoor dining at restaurants for the next 2 weeks. Now, on the vaccine front, Pfizer wants its vaccine to be available to more children. The company is now asking the FDA to allow doses for ages 12 to 15. The vaccine is currently authorized for emergency use in people ages 16 and older. That request comes 1 week after Pfizer announced its 3 clinical trials showed the vaccine was 100% effective in adolescents.
On Detroit's west side, a driver loses control, crashing into a pole. It happened near Schoolcraft in Schaefer. Police say the driver was speeding when they lost control, slamming into the pole. The driver was arrested. Fortunately, no one was seriously hurt.
Dearborn police explain a man's rough arrest with new video tonight.
Kill me!
That's Jaquan Murphy. Video of his arrest went viral after an officer and bystanders struggled with him in the middle of the street. Officers were called after Murphy was seen walking in traffic. An officer got into a struggle with him after police say he tried to punch the officer.
At no time was any more force used than what was necessary. In this case, the officers and the citizens worked very hard to ensure his safety.
The chief says Murphy was taken to the hospital and released after talking to doctors. Murphy has had several run-ins with officers and had 4 warrants out for his arrest at the time.
An orange barrel alert. I-75 now closed in southern Oakland County. Freeway is closed in both directions between I-696 and 8 Mile. Crews are going to be working on bridges throughout the weekend and shifting traffic over to the northbound lanes. All of the lanes are going to reopen on Monday morning by 5, but keep in mind that same stretch will close again the following weekend.
Still ahead, the FDA rolling out changes to keep toxic metals out of baby food.
What action the federal government is taking coming up.
And she was caught on camera intentionally coughing on another customer who was a cancer patient. The jail sentence a judge just handed down.
But first, it was the focus of tonight's Dateline, and now Judge Vonda Evans looking back at the Bob Bashara trial and opening up about one particular moment that got a lot of attention. We'll have that when we come right back.